bike shops can charge you anywhere from 20 to 40 quid upwards potentially to fix broken spokes. I'm going to show you how you can do it for a few quid from home yourself. We're going to start by removing the wheel. We've got this very useful locking mechanism that loosens the chain. And then we just remove our through axle. Slide that out. So next you'll want to identify where the broken spokes are if you haven't already. So you can see quite clearly, quite bad. They've clean snapped off. We've got one there and we've got one there. So we're going to remove those, but to do that properly, we need to remove the brake disc rotor first. Just go round and remove all of these. That's our bolts removed and we can take our disc rotor away. Before we can work on that, we need to get the tyre and the inner tube off. Now once the tyre's deflated, if it hasn't come off the rim for a while, you might just need to work the rubber into the centre of the rim to make it easier to get that tyre off. Once you've got sufficient space to get a tyre lever in there, grab your tyre lever, get it into the loosest part of the tyre. At some point you'll get enough of the rubber off that you can just easily slide the lever around and get the entire side off. At this point you'll want to remove the inner tube just to make things a little bit easier, so you can go ahead and pull the tyre back and just yank that out and it should just freely come off now. There we go. Next we just want to remove the rim tape so that we can get access freely to the spoke nipples. Usually they'll flip back into place once you put them back in, or you can just get new rim tape for a couple of quid. And we're going to remove our cassette for good measure, so cassette removal tool, chain whip, remove our cassette removal tool, cassette comes off, we're going to clean that, might as well. So understanding the pattern in which the spokes go back into the rim can sometimes be really confusing to most people. So if we look at a standard spoke that hasn't broken, this one's been routed from the inside of the hub. We can see it crosses, there's one there, so it's crossing over again there, and it's crossing under here. So that's a 3 cross spoke. So you can see here, the ones that we're missing here and here have been routed from the outside of the hub. So we just go to the next one along and we can then match the pattern. So you can see this one's been routed from the outside of the hub. That goes under, and then over. So we need to just follow that pattern. So once you've removed a good spoke, you want to measure it from the start of the J-pull to the end of the thread. So this is not an exact science, but you want to get as close as possible. And we can see here, this is between 272, 273. So we're going to go for the slightly longer 273. And here's a set that I bought earlier. So you can see I've got 6 273mm, 14 gram Sapim J-Bend black. These are stainless steel. So we're just going to identify the first of our missing spokes, which is here. You can see that this one is going to be threaded from the outside, so the J-pull from the outside, and that's going to have to go under and over, and there's our hole there. Very simply, remove the spoke nipple. Just going to thread this in from this side. Just need to get that across to here. Remember, under, over, into our hole. Pick up your flathead screwdriver, just pop that in to secure the nipple, and we want to just get that thread in, start turning clockwise. We just contorted our second broken one into place, so we're just going to make sure that that nipple's lined up. Use the spoke wrench just to tighten, and remember, always going clockwise from looking from the rim down. You don't have to do it like this, but I'm just going to use a bit of disc brake cleaner just to clean the rim off. I'm going to go around like this, and we're just going to spray the inside of the rim as well. Just going to give the rim tape a bit of a clean because this one can be used again, and then reinstall the rim tape, making sure that obviously the hole lines up with the valve hole. Make sure any edges are pulled over. There we go. Line that up perfectly. There you go. Our wheel is complete, relaced. Hasn't been trued yet. That would be the next stage, but we can do that in another episode. Rim tape's back on. All I need to do now is get my inner tube and tyre back on, and we're good to go.